Imagine this. You send her a text. A few minutes later, your phone lights up. She replies. The conversation flows naturally. You laugh, she laughs. Then the chat ends. And suddenly you're left wondering, is she just being friendly? Or is she actually interested in me? Here's the truth. Most guys look for the wrong signs. They think attraction is obvious. Heart emojis, flirty compliments, or nonstop texting. But in reality, that's not how attraction usually begins. Especially over text. Before a woman openly flirts, she often reveals her interest through small psychological patterns that most men completely overlook.
These aren't dating hacks or texting tricks. They're natural behaviors that happen when someone enjoys talking to you and begins to feel emotionally connected. Today, we're counting down 10 subtle signs a girl likes you over text, starting with the ones almost everyone misses and ending with the biggest sign of all. And trust me, number 1 changes the way you'll read every conversation from now on.
10. She invests more energy than the conversation requires. Here's the first clue. Pay attention to effort, not speed. Many guys obsess over reply times, but someone can reply instantly with one boring word, or take an hour and send a thoughtful message. Which one shows more interest? The second one. If she naturally writes longer replies, adds stories, explains things in detail, or keeps building on what you say, she's investing energy. And emotional investment is rarely random. People naturally spend more effort on conversations they actually enjoy.
9. She becomes curious about the way you think. When someone likes you, they stop asking basic questions. Instead of, what do? She starts asking, what's something you've always wanted to try? What's your biggest goal? What's something people always misunderstand about you? Notice the difference. She's no longer learning facts. She's exploring your personality. Because attraction isn't only about appearance. It's about discovering what's happening inside someone's mind.
8. She creates new topics before the conversation ends. Most conversations naturally fade away. Someone says, "Cool. Sounds good." And that's it. But if she likes talking to you, you'll notice something interesting. Every time the conversation slows down, she suddenly introduces something new. A random question, a funny observation, a meme, something that keeps the interaction alive. Why? Because she enjoys the feeling of talking to you more than the actual topic.
Number 7. She comfortably disagrees with you. This surprises a lot of men. Many think attraction means agreeing with everything they say. Actually, the opposite is often true. When she feels comfortable, she'll tease you, challenge your opinions, playfully argue over movies, sports, music, or food. She's not trying to win. She's creating playful tension because comfort allows people to be authentic instead of polite. 6. She wants your opinion before other people's. This is a powerful psychological sign. Maybe she's buying new shoes, thinking about changing jobs, planning a vacation, watching a new TV show. Instead of making the decision alone, she asks you first. Not because you have all the answers, but because your opinion has started to matter. And when someone's opinion becomes emotionally valuable, interest usually isn't far behind.
5. She starts sharing small pieces of her everyday life. One day she sends a picture of her coffee, a sunset, her dog doing something funny, or a random photo from work. None of these messages are important. That's exactly why they matter. She's inviting you into moments that nobody else would care about. Psychologists call this relationship building. Small, ordinary moments slowly create emotional closeness. 4. She matches your emotional energy. Have you noticed this? If you're excited, she becomes excited too.
If you're joking around, she joins the fun. If you're talking seriously, she naturally slows the conversation down. This isn't coincidence. It's called emotional mirroring. People subconsciously adjust to the communication style of those they feel connected to.
3. She makes you part of her routine. This isn't about texting every hour. It's about consistency. You notice she messages during her lunch break, on the drive home, before bed, or after something funny happens. Without realizing it, she's made you part of her normal day. And habits often reveal feelings long before words do.
She looks for emotional reactions, not just replies. Here's one of the biggest differences between casual texting and attraction. She doesn't only want an answer, she wants your reaction. She'll tell you something surprising, send you a funny picture, share exciting news, or even joke around just to see how you'll respond. Why? Because emotionally invested people enjoy making each other laugh, smile, or feel something. Your reaction becomes rewarding for her.
She starts talking like you're already in her future. This is the strongest sign. Listen carefully to her language. Instead of saying, "You should try that restaurant," she says, "We should go there someday." Instead of, "You'd like this movie," she says, "We have to watch this together." These little words seem harmless, but psychologically, they're incredibly meaningful. Without realizing it, she's beginning to picture experiences that include you. And before someone imagines a future with you, they almost always imagine conversations with you first. That's why this sign matters more than any emoji, any compliment, or any late-night text.
Here's something important. None of these signs guarantee that someone is in love with you. People have different personalities. Some are naturally friendly. Some are naturally quiet. That's why you should never judge attraction based on one message. Instead, look for patterns. When several of these behaviors happen consistently over time, they often reveal genuine interest long before anyone admits their feelings. Because attraction doesn't usually arrive with a dramatic confession. It grows quietly. One conversation, one laugh, and one message at a time. So the next time your phone lights up, don't just read the words. Pay attention to the effort, the curiosity, and the emotional investment behind them. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more psychology-based dating insights, and let me know in the comments, which sign do you think is the easiest to miss? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.